Hi, you guys. I'm Antonio Miller, and I'm going to show you guys how to get $100,000 through Chase for free. So basically, this is not going to be one of those videos where I just ram on about side hustles and how to do this and how to do that. I'm going to get straight to the chase. I'm going to let y'all know what it is and what not to do, and I'm going to show you guys how to get the money ASAP. Because I've been in a predicament just like you where I didn't have money and I wasn't able to do this and do that with myself. So I'm going to show you guys how to really legit get the cash and do what you guys need to do. So if you guys know, there is a Chase card and there's two different types of credit cards through Chase. For one, you have the Chase Travel Card, and then you have the Chase Sapphire Card. The first card you're going to get is the Chase Sapphire Card because it is 100% like it's reserved where you won't have to pay the money off later. So it's secured. So the greatest thing about a Chase Sapphire card is that you have it secured before you get the card that's unsecured, which is the travel card. So you want to go to Chase Bank. You want to apply for the Sapphire card. The Sapphire card is going to give you $47,000. It goes up to $50,000. You want to apply for that card and get you a secured one for a $500 deposit. And then you want to get a plan. Let me tell y'all something. Gotta smoke my black because this is finna get deep. It's like a lot of people get money, and when they get big loads of money, they don't know what to do with it. They do different things from what they did when they were broke. When you were broke, you were not just, spending money, splurging money. You was spending money on the things you need. So with the Sapphire card, you want to spend the money on the things that you need. So I would not advise going out and just splurging and spending all the money on the things you want. You want to invest so that the money comes back and you can pay the card off. If you do not pay that card off, you will not get the travel card. You have to upgrade every level. So you want to get you a plan, and it could range from starting a business, investing in stocks, maybe buy a car and do Uber, whatever is going to help you make the money back, and whatever is easy for you to do to make the money back, that's what you want to do. You want to do those three things, and once you save the money up and pay the card off, you will be good for getting approved for a travel card. This is the big boy. Now, I know on the title of the video I told y'all that you will get $100,000 from Chase. Plainly, you see that you will be getting $150,000 from Chase if you follow all of these steps right. So, with the travel card, you want to be really careful about your utilization limit and everything like that. And once you get the travel card, you want to make sure that you're taking this very carefully because this is the most money you're probably ever going to handle. This is the most money, that you're probably going to have. So once you get the travel card, it's going to be $100,000. That's the limit. You get $100,000 line of credit, and you can spend it however you want to. The travel card is for people that are traveling out of the country, that's traveling overseas, that's just around the world that needs large amounts of cash. Now, for people like me and you that are probably just average Americans, we probably just is looking for extra cash to make means, get by, or whatever. I would advise you to invest in real estate. Real estate is one of the best things that an average person can do in order to get revenue over time. So, one thing you want to do is find you 5 properties. Remember, you have $100,000. Find you 5 properties that you probably could fix up from $50,000 to $60,000. Create a budget for the fixing up process. Your budget for the fixing up process is going to be up to $20,000. You could do $15,000. You could do $20,000. Just make sure that you have a budget so that you don't spend the entire $100,000, because it might be other things that you want to invest in. So once you fix up the property, you could sell it from anywhere from $150,000 to $200,000. You want to sell that property, and once you get the revenue from that, you want to pay the credit card off. Now, mind you, I don't care what y'all do with the money. Y'all could do anything y'all want with the money. Y'all could invest. Y'all could invest in y'all business. I'm just letting you know that real estate is one of the best options. If you really want to get your money back fast, fixing up a house or doing a rental property is the best way to get the money back in efficient time or overtime. I know a lot of people may say that, you probably heard this before. You probably, you know, have a lot of other things that you may be focused on at the time. Things get hard, and it could get frustrating trying to fix up properties or trying to do certain things with cash. Whatever is easier for you, I feel like you should choose that route. Some people use DraftKings. If you haven't heard of DraftKings, it's kind of like a app where you could buy stocks and invest in type of sports, and you could win money back. Some people win $47,000 on just placing a bet. When you get large amounts of cash like this, you want to invest. You want to invest in what you know best. Um, Me personally, I've used DraftKings. It's legit. I've won multiple times. You can use BetMGM. I've won multiple times on there. Those are legit sites that you can win real money on. I know a lot of y'all looking at me like, did he get this money? Do he got this money? Like, he talking to us about money, but did he get the card? Yes. Ben got the card, but I'm not living over my means. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't sell properties, if I didn't pay my credit cards off, if I didn't follow through with the process, and I'm teaching you guys about the process. So I just want to let y'all know that it's all about consistency. If you're consistent with paying cards off, doing what you do, you want to continue to be consistent with paying things off, doing whatever you're doing. You want to be consistent with that, because nobody wants to be in debt. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, this is not one of those videos where I'm just going to lie to y'all and tell y'all to go get the car and then you're in debt $100,000. No. I want you to profit off the situation, and then I want you to be content with the situation and know that you paid it off and it's nothing you have to worry about anymore. Now, I have dealt with a lot of different situations with people who have tried the process after I told them how I got the money. You know, my sisters asked me, how you get that money? How you get that? How you doing it? You know, because a person that's just like everybody else that just comes up and boom, they're buying properties, they're buying cars, they're buying this, they're buying that. Everybody's gonna ask you, how are you doing it? You know, you're working minimum wage. How you getting all that money? And anybody could do it. That's what I want to say. Anybody could do what I'm doing or what these millionaires are doing out here. The only thing is that you're scared to do it. Once you stop being scared and once you get in your comfort zone, you will know that you have it under control. And you will start living your best life. So I want you guys to take it into consideration that I'm not telling you nothing wrong.
Hello.
Hi. From my standpoint, this is what I know to be true. This is what I know that have worked for me in the past. If it have not worked for me, I would not be telling you guys to do it. Now, when you get these cards, you want to know that what I'm telling you now is going to change the rest of your life. I promise you that. You're not going to be in the same position that you are right now when you're watching this video. This is serious, this is down to the point, and this is going to change the rest of your life. So, once you pay the $100,000 travel card off, you already know. That's going to shoot your score, your credit score, all the way up, way over 800. And $1,000 could bring your credit score from a 400 to a 700. Imagine what $100,000 could do. I'm not going to tell you what it did for me because I want you to learn off of your own experiences. But I'm doing this with intention because I know that whatever's on my heart right now is for the people that don't have knowledge about this, that want to learn. And I know that I can help somebody. I know what I'm doing is helping somebody. And I know one day, all 500,000 people that's watching this right now is going to thank me for giving them just a little bit of knowledge on how to change their life. So, once you do all of those things, I want you guys to just take into consideration and give yourself a pat on the back that you have went through 2 credit cards. Therefore, you have achieved paying off $150,000 of credit cards from Chase. So now, you would like to go ahead and get a black card. Now, this is for the big boys. This is for the big boys. This is not for no kids. This is not for nobody who don't know how to use credit cards, don't know how to manage money. This is for the big dogs. The people that's on the Forbes list. Okay? So, once you get the black, let me take my sip. Because this is going to get really spicy in just a little amount of time. So, once you get the black card, you want to take this very seriously because this is the closest to $1 million you're going to get worth of credit probably in your life. But I will hope that you keep going to be more wealthier, more mature, more financially wise, and Anybody that's handling this much money, remember where you started. Be humble. Live your life within your means that you've been living. And just tone it down. I would live poorer than I lived before I got $100,000, because it's easy for people to just blow their head up with all this money and lose it all in an instant because they don't know what they're doing. The precise thing about getting a black card is making sure that you know at this point in your financial journey where you're going with your life, what your ideas are. By this time, you should have been found out whether you're going to do real estate, whether you're going to do investing, whatever you're going to do, you know that you want to do that. And you're going to do that. So now that you have the black card, it ranges from $500 to $1 million. And based off of your credit score and based off of your last payment history, you will be able to do so much with $500,000 or $1 million. You will be able to do that because of the money that you have paid off in the past. So, as you can see now, I'm still living below my means. I'm not living lavish. I'm not in here splurging money, telling everybody that I got money. I'm just making sure that I'm staying humble throughout the process, because a lot of people, they big up their head really quick and then they lose it. And if you know that nobody could take what God gave to you, stay humble and stay content with yourself, and know whatever you're investing in, you're going to put your all into it to make sure that it makes you revenue. So, I really want to say this with intention, that everything that you're doing right now, even just by watching this video, is going to help you later on. Once you get this black card, once you get this $1 million, it's going to help you pursue your financial journey. This is for people 18 to 40. I don't care if you're 16. Baby, you could get a credit card. It's people out here that don't think they could do it. And it's just like, in my head, like, why are so many Americans continuing to be poor when they don't have to? Why are so many people suffering when they don't have to? Give yourself a pat on the back just from watching this video. Just from watching this video. Let me light my arm like that. Give yourself a pat on the back just from watching this video, just from getting on the internet and exploring and learning new options. Now, I'm going to explain the black card with you because I told y'all I'm not here to play around with y'all. I'm not here to beat around the bush. I'm not here to tell y'all nothing that's not real. I'm here to get down to the nitty gritty and let y'all know the truth of how to be wealthy. Seriously. Now, a lot of people might think that it's not capable to handle $1 million. Once you get this $1 million, you want to have the same plan. Invest, profit, revenue, budget for whatever you're investing in. You want to keep planning those things out so that you're successful in the end. Now, me personally, what I would do with like $500,000 to $1 million, $500,000 to $1 million, I would invest in real estate again. Because the real estate market is one of the best markets out here for large amounts of revenue and profit. I promise y'all. Now, this black card will buy you more real estate. It will buy you commercial buildings, anything. It could buy hospitals. It could buy, you know, anything that's going to make quick revenue. I am a large contestant in apartment complexes, in urban communities. A lot of people think, oh, if I put an apartment complex in somewhere that's poor, they might just tear it down. No, if you buy an apartment complex, you manage it right, and you keep the maintenance up, you keep the house cleaning up, everything that's supposed to be done, if you do that right, you will make 100% profit by every month. You might make more than $1 million by the end of a year just by your profit. You can make $1 million in a couple of months. I'm just being 100 with you. Now, one thing about being financially wise is having a plan. If you don't have a plan, then there's nothing you're standing on. If you don't have a plan, stop this video now and click off of it. Because if you got money and you don't know what to do with it, why is you watching this video? If you don't know what to do with the money. So, you want to continue to do exactly that. Get the black card. Make sure that y'all are profiting and what y'all need to profit in. And do what y'all need to do. Now, it's a lot of people out here that's not financially wise, that don't know what to do with the money. If you know that you're in a situation that you're in right now and you want to get out of it, the best thing is for you to do is create a plan. If you have a plan, then you have profit. Don't waste your time. If you don't have a plan, don't be watching this video. So, now that you have paid the Sapphire card off, now that you have paid the travel card off, and you have the black card, you want to go on and invest in something larger. You have already did businesses. You have already did properties. You have already did all of that. Let's try something different. You know, a lot of people might take $500,000, invest in a casino. They might blow it at a pool party, whatever. You don't want to do that with your money. You want to take this black card and invest in things like hospitals. Some people do vending machines. Some people do valet parking. Some people go all over the world and just do things that are large, profitable businesses. If you're sitting up and you don't know what to do with a couple $100,000, then you're not going to know what to do with $1 million. So, once you take the black card, me personally, what I did with my black card, I took it to a facility and it manages stocks, and you can invest in large amounts. Some people will go on Robinhood and they would do like 100,000, 47,000, big money on an app. Don't take a huge amount of money and spend it on some digital app. I took mine to a firm and I made 200,000 revenue from 100,000. Take this seriously, because if you don't, then it would literally affect how much you already have and how much you can make. Once you guys take it out of proportion and do all of these different things with something that you did not have at first, then it could affect your overall outcome with what you're doing with your money. People don't know that once you are rich, you're still supposed to live like you're poor. If you're having all this money, why are you living like you're balling when you're not? Because you can't ball off a credit card. You can stunt off of a credit card. You could buy Ferraris, whatever you want, but it's not real money. It's not, you're not really having it like that. So if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, you guys want to invest. Keep investing, because at the end of the day, if you're not investing, then you're not having money. So at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and end this short. You want to invest in the things that you know best. Stay focused. A lot of people don't take it seriously, because if you don't take it seriously, then there's no point. But if you have a plan, you will make it to the black card. I promise you.
Always put something under your door.
So make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not subscribing, then what are you doing? Thank you guys so much. Make sure you follow all my social medias. They're going to be in the bio of the video. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye.
Damn.